North, broadcasting live from the north, from the 715, from the north.
Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to make a quick video today, kind of outlining the steps to take after you release some music. It's kind of a convoluted process. It can be confusing and often frustrating, especially, if you don't know the questions to ask. A lot of what I'm going to show you is even, things that I encourage you to do research on yourself and kind of do comparisons and then, pick which one works best for you. I'll tell you what I picked and why I picked it, but, I also encourage you to do your homework and pick what's right for you. The first thing we're going to start with is a performance rights organization, so I'll refer you to a Google search as they can probably word it better than I can. So this is going to collect royalties paid by radio stations, venues, and TV networks. So, some of these aren't going to matter, like your BMI or your ASCAP or CSAC aren't going to, all of a sudden, have money in them until a song gets on the radio or gets, on TV or is being played in venues who are paying royalties. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have the facilities in order in case it does. Definitely better to be safe than sorry in a sense. And really, that's the goal, is to, kind of make it there. So if you're in the mindset of like getting these songs ready to get on the radio, getting these songs ready to get on TV networks, if they take a piece of the pie, I've heard that ASCAP is better for songwriters and BMI is ready for the performer. And by that, I mean the person performing the song in the recording, not necessarily live performance. If you want to read up on what a PRO does, how they do it, and how they get their money, I encourage you to do that. In my eyes, the big two are BMI and ASCAP. I know ASCAP does have, and not to say BMI doesn't, but they have a lot of gatherings. They, of course, aren't free. But if you live in a city like Nashville or, Atlanta or something like that, Los Angeles, where they have a big presence and they have these meetings, it can be great networking experiences. So, if that's something that weighs into your decision, then, maybe ASCAP is better far and away. But, I chose BMI. It's free to register with both of them. I'll have links in the description here. So you got to fill out some personal information and they give you your number. And then if you're collaborating with someone, it's like, hey, what's your PRO number? So they'll give you their ASCAP or BMI number, and then you can, just make sure everything's in order. Basically the next step beyond BMI and ASCAP is how to get your music distributed. Now, I saw in one of the frequently asked questions, is DistroKid a PRO, performance rights organization? No. They're a distributor. So this is completely separate. You need to, some of these are ors, some of them are and. So the first section, the performance rights organization, you need to pick one of these three and register with them. It's free, but when, you get some money coming your way, they get a piece of it, but they collect it for you. Okay, so that's BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC, and then I think SoCan is Canada. Yeah. So next is online distribution. So this is who gets your music into iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Music, Shazam, and all that. So distribution companies, I'd say the big ones are CD Baby, TuneCore, DistroKid, and 1RPM. I haven't heard of a ton of these other ones, and maybe they're just fine. Again, I encourage you to do your homework and pick which one's best for you. I'll probably, each one of these steps here, I'll probably go a little more in depth in how to, register for BMI, how to upload your music to an online music distribution site. But I kind of wanted to just lay out the steps and alleviate some of the confusion. So the two I'm going to show you are CD Baby and DistroKid. CD Baby is kind of a straightforward, you pay X amount for your album or X amount for a single, and they're on there for life. DistroKid has a bit different of a model. It's a subscription model. I have an affiliate link with them, so you get 7% off. But again, I'm not saying you have to use them. They also have a legacy plan where if you pay your yearly fee, but still want to make sure that an album is up there forever, you can just get it over and done with, just like you can on CD Baby. But here, they charge by the year. I think it's like 20, almost 20 a year, something like that. But you can release as much music as you want. So if you're an artist who releases a ton of singles, it's almost a no-brainer to go to DistroKid. In fact, the creators of CD Baby and TuneCore, who have since sold their companies, said if they were to release music, they would use DistroKid. So, that being said, go ahead and, do a Google search of what is online music distribution. Who is the best online music distributor, and read up on it. This one, if you pay your yearly $15 or $20, then, you can literally upload a song every week and not pay any extra. If you were to do that on CD Baby or TuneCore, you'd be paying $30 every time you drop a single. So, they're going to ask for your BMI number. Also, when you upload music with them, they're going to give you your UPC, essentially your barcode, and then you're going to get ISRC codes, which is like a digital barcode embedded in the song. Okay, those, if you want to be tracked by Billboard, that'll be the next step here. So step 1, Performance Rights Organization, BMI, ASCAP, CSAC. Next step, online music distribution. So we're talking CD Baby, TuneCore, DistroKid, 1RPM. So here's CD Baby, and these you can have music on CD Baby and music on DistroKid. I was kind of up in the air as to what service I wanted to go with, so I put an album out on one and put an album out on the other. For BMI and ASCAP, you have to pick one or the other, and you can't go with some songs on my BMI, some on my ASCAP. They just, it's all or nothing with them. If you wanted to pay, the thing is if you're paying a yearly fee and it's not going to cost you anything more with DistroKid, why would you upload something with CD Baby? But, if you want to release a single on both and test the waters, here's a cool article actually, from CD Baby about the difference between ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, and SoundExchange. SoundExchange is also, I'm not going to say they're kind of a PRO, but they collect a lot of overseas royalties. So SoundExchange is, a supplemental, a supplement to your BMI or ASCAP. So then artists and copyright owners register here. I'll have all these links. Basically after you upload your music to the online distribution site, then I actually already made the video for this one because I feel like it's the most difficult or most convoluted process. After you get your UPC and barcode, you go and register with the ISRC and the title registration. So right here, again, what is Nielsen SoundScan? This tracks for Billboard, basically, is the long and short of it. So, if your song's really starting to get some plays and you want credit where credit's due, then your songs better be registered. So after you get your ISRC codes, you go to the Nielsen SoundScan ISRC registration. Then also you have to go to the title registration. A lot of it's the same info. This one just has a couple more categories. Again, there's a video. I'll put these all together in a playlist so they're easy to find. And then here's SoundExchange again. That's going to collect more royalties just like BMI does or ASCAP. And then your PRO is going to collect royalties from like iTunes, Amazon, and they'll even have breakdowns. If you go, like I said, I'll make a video going more in depth into online music distribution. But you can see, your plays by service and see where you're getting money from. The BMI and ASCAP is going to come later if, you get songs that are getting rotation on airwaves or TV networks. Another avenue to make some money is music licensing. Well, if you do a Google search on music licensing sites, watch videos about who is the best for your situation. But if you want to get to the point where you're getting music licensed in video games or in TV or film, then, licensing you definitely want to check out. And that's why when it comes to online music distribution, I left out TuneCore, because I believe TuneCore, they do pitch your music, but they have an exclusive contract with you. If you go with DistroKid and CD Baby and you end up getting a song licensed in an independent film or even a blockbuster, they can't say anything about it. You were on another website or got in contact with someone. TuneCore only wants you to use their music licensing avenues because they take a piece of it, which is fine. If they get you the gig, they should rightfully take a piece. If they're presenting it to the music directors, then I'll credit where credit is due. But the exclusivity of it was kind of a turnoff for me. So that's why I didn't include TuneCore. But music licensing sites is a whole nother beast. So there's plenty of those to go around. It depends on the kind of music you make. If you have full songs and you're trying to get them picked up, or if you maybe want to make songs exclusively to get them licensed, I just kind of hope this helps clear some of the confusion out of the process of what to do and when to do it. The first thing you could do is register for free for BMI or ASCAP. The next thing to do would be to register with DistroKid, CD Baby, TuneCore, 1RPM, or any of the other online distribution companies. Once you upload your music and you get your ISRC codes, register with Nielsen SoundScan, SoundExchange, and then music licensing.